Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Proteas Women's pre-match press conference ahead of the second T20i at JB Marks Oval in Potchefstroom. At the top of the table, we've got Proteas Women top order batter Tazmin Brits, who is also, if selected, set to play her 50th T20 tomorrow. Please do use the hand raise function to ask a question and we'll get started, but we do have in-house media and we'll start off with Mr. Voter from the Potch Herald. Thank you.
Hi Tasman, good to see you again after a couple of years. You've got a background in Potch. How does it feel to be back in Potch and to play in front of a crowd here tomorrow against Sri Lanka?
Firstly, I'm hoping I play tomorrow. We don't know the selections yet, but very happy that if I do my 50th game in Potch, like you said, my home crowd with my mom, and I've got a lot of family members also coming. So yeah, used to this ground, so hopefully not just that, but scoring a 50 as well will be great.
Awesome, and coming from first win in the first T20 and international, quite a big win. And was that something that the team wanted to do, just putting that stamp of authority on the series from the first ball?
Yeah, we seems to be losing the first T20 or first game every single time with the series that we've played, so that was definitely one of the things we wanted to correct. And I don't think we just won it, I think we actually won it quite fast. So that was also with combinations and getting to those, the points that we actually were setting with power play and everything. Yeah, I think that was a great one to do.
Okay, and I think as well from a batting perspective, Laura scoring the ton there and also Kapi making a half century. What does that do to the whole dynamic of the team for the rest of the game, knowing that you guys are in a strong position?
Yeah, we've always looked at, you have to have your in-batter, so that was a big thing for us. So like you said, Wolfie scoring that 100, that's what gets you to 200 at the end of the day. So I think they're very confident. I think they're looking forward to tomorrow's game, but yeah, we need to pick up on those things.
Okay, and then just with regards to tomorrow's game, sealing to the series, if you guys get the win, how important would that be just to get that sorted before going on to the third T20?
Yeah, momentum's always good, and not just that, with the World Cup coming up in September, I think that'll be very good for us if we can actually do maybe a 3-0 win. I don't want to say whitewash, it's a very bad word to use, but yeah, if we can maybe look at doing that, that'll be great for the team.
Okay, and just on a confidence level and just you guys gelling, what do you feel the team atmosphere is currently in the Proteas Women setup?
Yeah, personally, I think we're getting a lot closer. I felt this tour was, very different. I think people are starting to understand what is expected of us and what is our goal at the end of the day, even if with different backgrounds. So yeah, I think we're pretty close and everything is good in the camp.
Thank you so much, Voter. Marnus, I see your hand is up. Thank you so much for your patience. Please go ahead.
No, it's not Marnus, it's Morgan, I think.
Oh, sorry. I'm so blind. Sorry, Morgan. Sorry, it looked like Marnus Kok there. Morgan, please go ahead.
Thanks, Lita. Yeah, Lita, I don't look like Marnus at all, but anyways, other Tasman. Tasman, that performance the other night, Laura mentioned that there's a bit of a mindset shift in the batting to become a little bit more aggressive, start chasing the game a little bit sooner innings. Do you feel that this is something that suits your batting style in particular, because you have a more aggressive approach than quite a few other batters in the team?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, like I said, now to vote, in order to get those 200s, you've got to be aggressive. We only have 20 overs, and if you look at the batsmen that we actually have, we are capable of doing that. So yeah, I think I get very, very excited. I mean, my goal at the end of the day is the power play. If I can set the team in a good position. I didn't score much the previous game, but at least I had the momentum going, almost a 200 strike rate, so I think that shifted things. So yeah, that definitely is down my alley.
And the World Cup in Bangladesh was mentioned just now. Playing against a team from the subcontinent, I suppose you ladies see this as the absolute ideal preparation going into the tournament, although it is still many months away.
Yeah, I think it's quite difficult to, implement those things due to the fact that it will be in Bangladesh. I think the wickets are a lot different, but we are looking at having our pre-camp and stuff in coastal areas, so for preparation for that World Cup and those type of wickets. So yeah, they got a lot of spin, so we got to get used to that, but we have those basics, and that's what we do when we train. We do train according to what is coming.
And just lastly for me, as Lita mentioned, you perhaps playing your 50th cap on your old home ground. What has been the absolute highlight of your career thus far as a Proteas player?
Yeah, so my highlight will definitely be the semi-finals in the World Cup. I don't know if I can ever match that. Maybe if I can be player of the match in a World Cup final, then it will probably beat that. But yeah, that was by far, just talking about it, I actually get goosebumps and I actually relive that whole entire moment. So hopefully in September I can redo that, but maybe in a final.
Thank you so much, Morgan. Really appreciate it. Marnus, the real Marnus, please go ahead.
No, it's the real Marnus. Yeah, net maybe this must be. Actually, 50 games. This must be massive for you. Did you think actually 5 years and 6 years back with your first game, yes, you will reach maybe 50 games? Or yes.
Yeah, no, I never looked that far. I didn't think this day would come, but with it being, yeah, I'm actually more excited. I'm hoping I can get a 50 cap on my ODI. I'm a bit behind on that, but yeah, hopefully I can do that before I retire.
Thank you, Marnus. Neha, please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. So, now with the World Cup, T20 World Cup fast approaching as well, how are you fine-tuning your skills for conditions in Bangladesh?
Yeah, I've been working on a few things. I'm a very straight player, but I've been working on maybe the square shots and the sweeps and the reverses and stuff like that for the slower wickets and a lot more turn. So yeah, at the end of the day, all you can do is keep practicing and maybe broaden your shot selection a bit more. So hopefully my skill level by then should be on point.
And even in the T20 series against Australia, you were the third highest run getter. And even the first T20 versus Sri Lanka, right? You kind of, unleashed your power hitting. So how have you been upskilling and, working for T20s specifically?
Sorry, can you just repeat that?
Oh, yeah, sorry. So in the T20 series against Australia previously, you were the third highest run getter, right? And in this first T20 versus Sri Lanka as well, you kind of unleashed your power hitting. So how have you been upskilling and, working for T20 specifically?
How are you working to upskill your T20 cricket?
Yeah, Australia was completely something different for me. Although I scored the runs, that was a very, very massive learning curve for me. But taking that in with Sri Lanka, I think it's two different teams. Seems to be pace on the ball in Australia was a lot better and a lot nicer. With Sri Lanka, they're a bit shorter statured and, a lot more spin, slower bowling. So power hitting becomes a massive thing with timing, I believe. I think I'm very strong in a sense, but if there's no timing, then the ball's definitely not going to travel. So I've got to maybe hold back a bit and, work on the timing of the ball.
Definitely. And even looking ahead to the next match, what do you think South Africa needs to do, to kind of maintain the momentum and just go for that series win?
It's difficult to say that with the previous game, we actually, ticked all the boxes that we were looking at. If you want to be very strict on that, bowlers maybe bowling too many, wides. There were 7 wides in that game where there shouldn't be so many. And batters, it would have been nice if I maybe contributed a bit more in the power play before Kapi came in with the dot balls, because I think there were 16 dot balls in the power play. So maybe just minimizing those things. But yeah, if we can basically just do what we did now, even if it's a Wolfie or Kapi or maybe someone else sticking up their hand at the end of the day, if we have a set batter that can bat till the end, I think we'll be winning a lot more games.
Certainly. Thank you so much and all the best for the rest of the series.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neha. Any last questions before we wrap up? Cool. We'll finish off with a question from Wouter in-house. Thank you.
Okay, so Tazmin, getting to 50 games, obviously it takes a lot of effort, but what characteristics do you feel makes you stand out from other players in the system? I know you're very determined and you're quite strict on yourself. Is that something you would agree with?
Yeah, I think work ethic is a massive thing. I used to be like, a world champ javelin thrower, so I know the individual part of it. You have to wake up and, do the things where this is maybe team-based, but still your contribution towards a team makes the team win at the end of the day. So I think what makes me stand out is wanting it. You never want to play a game and just be mediocre. We want to win World Cups and we want to win, if the Olympics, cricket goes to the Olympics, you want to be the best. You don't just want to win series at the end of the day.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end of today's pre-match presser. We'll be sure to send the high-res audio and video ASAP. Please stick around online. Sri Lanka's Chamari Atapatu will be on her way shortly. Thank you.